I want to move on to talk about your take on the news that's come out of the University of Sydney today. The university is providing free tampons and sanitary pads in the men's bathroom. Now, I assume this is for the tiny percentage of biological women who identify as men because, well, let's be real here, men don't get their periods, no matter what they might decide to identify as. Kosha, what do you think of this move? Is this going a little too far?
For sure, and I think the first level interpretation is, Amanda, what you say, that they're trying to be inclusive of that small fractional percentage of people that are identifying as the other side and still using the other side's bathroom. But the real, I think the next level interpretation is that there is a clear agenda happening in the culture right now across Western democracies, again, sort of in lockstep. And the University of Sydney is just one actor in that broader systemic shift towards advancing this agenda that's taking place. The whole system is arraying in support of it. You've got the ESG infrastructure that's rewarding companies for pushing these kinds of things. You have the culture. Everybody from Charlize Theron last week to comedians this week are coming out in support of this. And so all of that is happening where they're trying to normalize this. They're trying to sort of break down gender as a construct, and we can interpret what the reason for that is on a spectrum. The far end of it, there are some quite sinister interpretations about what that might be about, and that's what this is. And they're sort of a useful pawn, I think, in that overall agenda.
Claire, universities used to be places of learning, places of the pursuit of truth. Seems like Sydney University's more interested in obscuring the uncomfortable truth that is, men don't get their periods. What do you make of this?
Oh, I think it's just more madness, Amanda, and we've seen so many cases of this, not only in Australia, but throughout the world, as Kosha pointed out. But the other really important point that you make is that, yes, universities used to be places where students were encouraged to inquire and to strive for the truth. And I honestly don't think that they are places like that. I mean, in a similar vein, you only have to look at the way some academics like Holly Lawford-Smith at the University of Melbourne are being treated purely for believing in the reality of being a woman, and that women should have certain rights attached to the fact that they're a woman, and yet she's being harassed by other people at the university, and frankly, I think the response from the university up until this point has been pretty subpar. So sadly, not surprising to see this happening at Sydney either.
Just a couple of years ago, that would have been called bullying.